Hey everyone, it's Jillian here from OnceUponATimeFitness.com, and I have had a whole bunch of people messaging me saying we need a house update. So here it is. So everything was going like really quickly. We looked at the house on Christmas Eve. We had our inspection done on New Year's Eve. We were like ready to go by like the next week, and then we had to wait on like the seller's attorney to submit for the title, and it took us this long to get the title done. The title just came in like today. So we're looking at closing next week. But there was something that I kind of wanted to put out there, and they're not going to like it that I put it out there, but I thought it was extremely unprofessional, and because I have vouched for them and I have spoken about our experiences with them, I just feel that it's only fair that I tell the whole truth when I tell something. So this is what happened last week. So I started my home buying process going through a company called Naca, which is an amazing program that helps out people with bad credit, but you don't have to have bad credit to get into it. You don't have to be low income to get into it. Like anybody that's a first-time home buyer that doesn't currently own a program or that doesn't currently own a home can go through Naca. But if you do have bad credit, they don't go off of your credit score. They go off your credit worthiness. So they look up different things. Do you have any past judgments, like recent judgments against you? Do you have any student debts, student loan debts? Are you paying your bills on time? Do you pay rent every month? Like all of that stuff is used for you to help you to boost your credit worthiness when your credit score is just not there. And that's the reason that we were going through NACA initially, because my credit, my husband's credit, it just wasn't there. We've made mistakes in our past that we had to learn from, and we had to work on boosting our credit score. And if you're not a normal follower of me, the background is not like, I'm not like sitting in my living room. I teach online, and this is for my kids. So just in case you're like running into this and you're like, what is this crazy lady doing in a jungle? It's not a real jungle, okay? It's not real. So NACA's, it's an amazing program. It really is. It's a nonprofit organization. The person that founded NACA, he actually coined the term predatory lending, and has worked with banks on decreasing their interest rates and decreasing penalties, and really helping homeowners not only get into homes but keep their homes. So it's a really amazing program, and I'm not here to bash the program, but I do feel that everything should kind of be known, and I was a little disappointed when I saw this. But first, let me back up. So, real quick backstory on the NACA thing. So we started in like March of last year, and they said you'll be qualified by November. So November came. They're like, you know what? We were actually wrong. You'll be qualified in December. So then December came. And they're like, okay, another 2 weeks. So then like December 19th came or whatever it was. And we're like, all right, this is it. This is it. We're finally ready. We're finally qualified. It actually went to underwriting. It goes to underwriting. And then they're like, yeah, you're not qualified until March because of something that we see. But the thing is that the something that they saw was an old credit card debt that we had completely paid off. It shouldn't have disqualified us. Right in the beginning, like they said it wasn't going to be a problem because we had paid it off. There should have been no issues with it. But now they weren't going to qualify us until March. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go through the VA because I'm not waiting until March, because who knows? We've already had this happen to us so many times. Who knows that when March comes, maybe they're going to be like, you're not qualified. Just give it another like 3 months. And I can't keep going through that. Like, I want to get into my own home. I want to get out of here. And I don't want to have to like go and move somewhere else when I'm in the home buying process and then have to either break a lease or own a home and still rent a home. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that. So I just want to like move on with my life and get my own little corner of the world. So that's what I did. I started going through the VA, and the people that I'm working with, the lenders that I'm working with, they're absolutely amazing. They worked with me. It's just been a really positive, rewarding experience. And then last week, I got a notification on my YouTube that I had a comment, and it was from NACA. And this is what it said.
Hello, Jillian. Thank you for sharing your candid feedback in this informative video. Just to shed light on our unique process, NACA's basic principle for NACA qualification is that you have demonstrated a minimum of 12 months of on-time payments. The payment that you're referring to that didn't go to collections years ago was from March 2019, and our underwriters didn't want to submit an application the bank would deny, which is why March 2020 would put your app in the best position to qualify. Completely understand. We located your file. They went and located my file. They went and they located my file so they could talk about it on a social media platform on YouTube. And I kind of just feel that this, like, congratulations, you deserve it. This just PR nonsense. Doesn't make it
So I
better.
was actually really unhappy with this because, like, I know that I was speaking about what was going on with my NACA process because people were asking to hear about it. And I know that when I was going through the NACA process, I was binge watching YouTube videos, and I was watching the good, I was watching the bad. The bad didn't like make it so that I wouldn't go through NACA, but I kind of had an idea of like, okay, if this happens, it's okay. It happens to a lot of people, and this is how they got through it. So it was really important to me to get the truth from the videos that I was watching, and not just the stuff that they wanted us to hear. So to get something like this, I cannot imagine, say, applying for a Chase auto loan or a MasterCard with any company. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine applying for some line of credit and then the credit company finding and trying to police for public relations, trying to police the post that I made. But while they were doing it, not just policing it, but releasing personal credit bureau information of mine to the public. Whether or not I've said it, it's not the place of my lender to come and say something like this. And I don't really know how I feel about that because this company is such a great company in so many ways. It's not perfect and it's got its faults. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure that that's not allowed. So, Naca, if you're watching this, I am really, really disappointed. Um, and I've actually heard from other people coming to me and saying that Naca had told them that they needed to delete their videos from YouTube. That Naca had told them that they, had commented other things like this on other people's YouTubes. This Naca channel on YouTube or on other social media sites is going out and policing what people say about the process. And I heard someone say that they knew someone else that was going through the process, and I don't know this person, so this is just, I don't know how true this is, but after seeing this, I kind of believe it. That they had posted something that was not entirely positive about the NACA experience, and then the NACA officers made it harder for these people to get their loans. And they made it harder for them to close. And I just feel that that level of professionalism is entirely unacceptable for any banker to be doing to anybody. I don't know the laws, but I'm pretty sure that just because you ran my credit so that you could see what's on my credit, it doesn't give you the authority or the privilege to share that information with other parties, especially on like social media platforms. I mean, if this is what you're saying publicly, what are you saying privately? Like, see, the whole thing just makes me feel really, really weird. And if Naca's watching this, I would really, really, really hope that you could change your public relations in some way, shape, or form, because this is not okay. So as far as my home buying process goes, I would be qualified in March to buy, but I should be closing on my house hopefully. I should be closing on my house next week. I think it took the seller's attorney longer than I was hoping for to submit for the title paperwork. And then once it did get submitted, we had a snafu where the title company didn't send over the page with the taxes, and the mortgage company needs the tax pages. And then once we got that, then the mortgage company was like, oh, we need a judgment search. So they did, my attorney did a judgment search. And my husband had a traffic ticket from like forever ago that he'd forgotten about. I mean, I'm talking like 6-7 years ago. He had a traffic ticket. So we had to find out if we were allowed to pay that, or if we paid it before closing, if there would be issues with them saying, okay, that's not enough or something like that. So we had to go out and pay that today. So then the title company can release the full and complete title with everything, and the lender can accept it, and then hopefully we should be able to close next week. Our closing date was supposed to be tomorrow, and then it was supposed to be the 25th, and hopefully it's going to be next week sometime, because I am so ready. But maybe maybe next week at this time I will be posting a video on here doing like a walkthrough of my house, or would you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see a walkthrough of an empty house? Like, I don't know if you want to or not. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you'd want to see, a walkthrough of my empty house. I'm so excited. It's a small house, but it's my small house, and it's the first home that I've ever owned. And a year ago, I did not think this was going to be possible, because I was so far into debt, and I was able to take something that I can do online. My nails look terrible. I really got to fix that. But I was able to take something that I can do online, teaching these awesome little kids. Everyone meet Snowflake. But I was able to take something that I do online, teaching these awesome little kids, and make like a career out of it, like a job out of it. And this is awesome. It's so awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So if that's something and you need something, please come to me so I can help you. Like, this is the best thing ever. And I'll put my links down below, so if you want to, you can apply and I can help you. So anyways, that is my official update / I have no update on the home buying process. I will let you guys know when I'm actually in, because I'm really, really excited to let you guys know when I'm actually in. And as far as Naca goes, you guys need to quit your stuff, because that's not cool. It is not cool to release people's personal credit information, personal credit files on a social media, on a public social media platform such as YouTube. It just really makes me uncomfortable. I think instead of trying to police what people are saying and trying to do PR damage control, which you've done a really good job of that, because if I search for Naca right now, I only find things from realtors and Naca agents and positive reviews from people with Naca. I'm not finding the negative reviews even when I search those keywords anymore. So you've done a really good job policing it. But I think that people would rather have a good experience and know that there's good experiences out there, and instead of the public relations team listening and then trying to shut it down, if they would listen and try to help people, because I know that that's what you're here for. You're here to help people. And yes, I'm talking to you, Naca, because I'm pretty sure that you're actually listening to this, because you're to find it. And I was just really, really, really put off by the fact that a nonprofit organization that does so much good and tries to help so many people would do that. Like, it's just very icky to me. But anyways, that's my update. If you want to hear what happens next week, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will definitely be telling you. I'll come in here whether I get the house or not next week. Could you just cross your fingers for me, because I'm ready for it. All right, guys. I will see you guys all later. Bye.